Welcome to Salisbury University on the Air, a program highlighting the activities and the people of the campus. I'm your host, Susan Purnell. For many, December is the most wonderful time of the year. And it's not just the holidays that make it such a cherished season. It's also the camaraderie and spirit of giving that take on a special meaning during this time. SU students are involved in civic engagement year-round, and that includes helping the less fortunate during the holidays. Here to tell us more about these efforts is Julia Howell, president of SU's Student Government Association. Julia, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, so good to have you. Now, before we delve into all the volunteerism that's going on this time of year and all year actually, let's talk a little bit about you. Where are you from? What are you studying?
Okay, so I'm from Prince George's County, Maryland, and I'm a senior biology major with minors in chemistry and psychology.
2 minors.
I do, yes.
You're a busy lady.
I try to stay busy.
Yeah, I think you probably do. You accomplished that goal. You said people who are from Prince George's always say Prince George's County. What town?
Bowie.
Bowie, Maryland. Okay, very good. Very
yeah,
good.
you never know. I think that's like the trend in college. You say the county you're from.
Isn't that funny? I've noticed that. And you graduate this coming spring, right?
This spring.
That's great. And you're president of the SGA and have been for how long?
Since May 1st.
That's great. As the SGA president, what initiatives are you most proud of?
I think what I'm most proud of is our current policy that we're pushing through. It's the bereavement policy, and we're working alongside faculty to make it happen. Essentially what it is if you were a student who had a loved one that passed away, you wouldn't be penalized academically for it, so you would be able to have time off, take that time to grieve, and then come back to school several days later once you've sort of regained yourself.
Yeah, I can remember I had a grandparent die in college, and it was sort of, I had to work around it.
It's difficult, and a lot of professors are very, very understanding, but there's no set policy in place that allows students to make sure that their emotional needs are taken care of, because there are many facets to college, and you need to make sure that you're healthy in your mental state as well. So taking that time off to grieve when there's
sounds like a good project for you. That's great. Several years ago, a poll came out saying that SU students volunteered 35,000 hours a year, which is pretty amazing. Do you think that that's still going on, that's still a good number? Do you sense this spirit of volunteerism?
Absolutely. So even directly working with different student organizations that want to be recognized on campus, they go through us, and a lot of them are volunteer organizations. Most recently was Students Helping Honduras. And I know in Greek life, one of the fraternities, Kappa Sigma, the mayor had just announced that November 28th is Kappa Sigma Day from their efforts for helping clean up the zoo after the flooding. So I know that students are actively involved on campus and outside campus.
You do see that now.
I do.
In one of the big events, I think it's the I Love Salisbury event.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that event and how many students came out to help their neighbors here in Salisbury.
So it's every fall, and we just had our 9th annual.
9th? Gosh.
Yeah. So it's become a tradition on campus. And essentially what it is students sign up to go out into the community and help with local businesses or residents in their yard work. So all the residents have to do is sign up for our services, and then we'll have students sent out there to help them out.
Gosh, and how many students do you think participated in that?
This past I Love Salisbury, that was our record-breaking amount. It was over 1,000 students, a little over 1,000.
That's phenomenal.
It's amazing.
20% of the student body was out there raking and cleaning
it's starting to be like too many students we can even handle, but it's a great thing.
It's a great thing. I've talked to many of the people that have received the services, and there's a companion event, I think, in the spring as well, isn't that
Yes,
right?
the big event.
The big event, okay.
And it's essentially the same thing, but it's more community-based in terms of residents, so it's a lot more family homes going out and helping rather than I Love Salisbury, which is business-oriented.
So if someone wanted the help of the SU students during one of these events, how would they go about requesting that?
So there's always a press release that goes out to inform the community, and we also have the link available on our website. But if a community member wanted to be certain that they don't miss the time, because I know it's hard to get messages with so much out there. So they could easily go to our website, salisburysga.com, and there's a comment section, so they could send us a message, let us know who they are, so when big event comes, we'll make sure to reach out to them.
Okay, so that's just a terrific service for the community, and I know it's really appreciated. I understand that the SGA this December started a specific campaign called Fill the Square. What is that?
Yeah, so Fill the Square is essentially filling this taped up square in Wacomico Room over in the Guerrero University Center. And students will come in and bring non-perishable items as well as coats that we then take over to Halo.
Oh, that's great, particularly this time of year.
Yeah, it gets
Getting
cold.
to where we need one, and there's so many people that don't have them. That's really a great thing. I'm just amazed with the spirit of giving that is so prevalent here. I know several campus organizations are also collecting for some of the salvation drives, and I think Toys for Tots. Is that right?
Yeah, you'll see around campus as you walk around, the different academic buildings will have different boxes where you can put in your items or go directly and meet people from the organizations to turn in toys for that charity.
That's great. How about our four-legged friends? Are we doing anything for them?
Actually, we are. So we have been involved with the Humane Society and Recycle Madness. That's one of our annual sustainability events that we hold every fall and in the spring. And just recently, last year, we started doing, so it's all about recycling. So we have people come and bring in their old T-shirts, and we turn them into dog toys that we then donate. And I don't know if you're aware of the puppy mill that was over in spring. So it was great that's when we first started doing this, and then we donated all those. We had so many. You just braid the T-shirt, and then it turns into like a little dog toy. So it was really nice to be able to do that. And this year, we even got companion dogs to come and join us for the event.
Where do you do that?
Over in Red Square. So right out front, it's in the center of campus in front of our new academic library.
That's terrific.
So just recently, the different libraries on campus had drives for pet food and supplies to help the homeless animal shelters.
Now let's talk about another group that we all think about during the holidays, and those are our troops overseas.
So Alpha Phi Omega fraternity on campus annually has a drive for Operation We Care. And then organizations also will table outside of our dining hall so students can come and write some heartfelt messages thanking the troops for their service.
And I bet that's appreciated this time of year. I understand students also are volunteering with some organizations outside of the campus this year. Can you explain about that?
Yeah, so they participate in the Maryland Food Bank where they help deliver Thanksgiving meals, as well as participating in JC's Foundation holiday Christmas shopping. So they'll take students or elementary school students around to shop for Christmas, which is really nice.
Oh, that's great. You have another tradition that I have never been to, but you have over in the Guerrero Center a Festival of Trees, and I think you're maybe on the 13th year of it this year. Tell us a little bit about that.
So GUC Cares is who holds it, and essentially that's the people in the building who work there. And they buy little tiny trees that different organizations or individuals can sign up to participate, and then they get to decorate it however they want. And they're lined up in the Fireside Lounge. And then the winner, it's judged based off of people who work in the office. There's judge, and then there's a winner of it, which is really, really
Do
nice.
they sell the trees?
I don't believe that they sell the trees. They donate them.
They donate them. Okay. Well,
And what was really nice is our Jewish organization on campus also participated in it, and they had it was a bush instead of a tree, which was fun. Yeah.
Sure.
So anybody could participate, and it was a nice event.
They finally put a menorah downtown, which I was glad to see right out actually outside of my
really?
store. Yeah, because for years it was just the Christmas tree, but we have every religion, every creed here, so it's good to be more inclusive. How about the SU Volunteer Center? I know I've talked to the director of that in past years. What are they doing specifically?
I know one of them, it's the Angel Tree Program. So what they do is they give gifts to children whose parents are incarcerated. And then I know they also have drives, and one of them being that students can come and create fleece blankets for students in local elementary schools.
again, reaching out to our community. That's so great. How about the student athletes? Are they doing anything to make this community better during the holidays?
Definitely. So I know the student athletes were participating in the Toys for Tot, and the basketball team had a creative way of getting participation in there, incorporating, dunking in toys to win prizes.
So you bring in a toy, you dunk it, and you win, but everybody
you make
wins
it-
because somebody gets a toy, right?
Right.
That's great. That's a terrific idea. Now, it's not just the students, but I understand some of the individuals who are employees here at SU are also participating in something called Maryland Charity Program. Are you aware of that?
So yeah, so essentially what that is it's a payment reduction that goes towards this charity that services different charities, whether it's in Wacomico County or the surrounding areas.
I think they're allowed to choose the charity and then just comes out. It's a pretty painless way of giving. Just have a little
Yeah, it's super
bit
easy.
coming out of your paycheck every week. That's great. Looking beyond the holidays, what other volunteer efforts are going to occur? And I know, for example, Relay for Life.
Yeah, so Relay for Life is one of our biggest events on campus, and it's really nice because you have survivors who actually come in for the event, and any organization can sign up and start fundraising. I know our student government, we just created our team, so we're getting ready to brainstorm ways that we can creatively fundraise.
Oh, that's great, and that's for the spring. How about students organizing charitable giving as part of their classwork? Does that occur?
I'm sure that does occur. It doesn't occur in my classwork with biology, but I know in the Seidel School and social work programs that they're heavily involved.
Yeah, that would make sense. Somebody majoring in social work or sociology would be probably reaching out as part of their classroom. Why do you think students are so good at volunteering here?
I think it's when you step on Salisbury University's campus, you kind of feel a sense of community within campus. It's tightly packed, and everyone is very welcoming of each other, and there's a small professor to student ratio, so little things like that really make you feel a sense of home, and then you want to give back to the area that you're in the surrounding community, because this is some place that you've started roots in.
I think it's great that there is that importance put on volunteerism here. My mom used to have this little saying that said, "Those who give have all things," and I think that's one of the most important lessons I've learned in life, is that when you get so much from just the sheer act of giving, and it seems like it's going on here in spades, and that's terrific. Do you think that this kind of giving will have an impact on students as they go out into the world, such as yourself?
I believe it will. I think the feeling that you get when you're giving back to others, and it could be in not tangible materials, just in any time where you give your time and your efforts to someone else, you feel more fulfilled than if you were just trying to serve yourself. And I think that feeling really will carry with you wherever you go.
I couldn't agree more, and I applaud all that you've done in your efforts as president of the SGA. Thank you for you and all the other wonderful students that are really making an effort to get back to this community.
Yeah, it's easy to do when you found a place that you love.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having
Appreciate
me.
it. Absolutely. I'd like to thank my guest, Julia Howell, president of the Salisbury University Student Government Association. The holidays are a magical time, whether you're spending extra time with your family, helping the less fortunate, or just enjoying the special offerings that the season brings. As we head into the new year, I invite you to visit the campus in 2017 to see a performance or an exhibit, tour its grounds, a nationally registered arboretum, and beautiful in the spring, or just see what has changed since the last time you stopped by. I'm Susan Purnell, wishing you a happy holiday season. This has been Salisbury University on the Air. Thank you for watching.